Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Daily Stack Report. And we have a huge reversal in the silver market. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is what we call a silver reversal. No, I'm just joking, but it was a reversal. But first, guys, we are only 40 subscribers away from giving away my personal, beautiful 1996 American Silver Eagle. That's right. Giving it away for free, but you gotta hit the subscribe button. You don't have to hit the like button does help, but you do need to turn on that bell notification, because when we do hit 100 subscribers, we are going to do a video and you are going to have to comment on that video, i.e. the random comment picker, and that's how it's going to see if you're subscribed, and if you comment on the video, that's how you will get picked to win. So just make sure when we hit those 100, you actually watch and comment on that video. It doesn't do you any justice if you just subscribe and you don't watch that video and comment. It's not going to help. You can't just subscribe and hope you win. You have to be able to comment. But anyway, let's get into the meat and bones of today, ladies and gentlemen. We had a huge reversal on the silver chart. Now let's break it down. What did we see? So we did see if you've been watching these videos, you know I've been highlighting these two equilibrial. Someone commented what kind of triangles these were. Comment again, I totally forgot what you said, but I did pay attention, just kind of forgot in the moment. But we did kind of see this dip down whenever we hit this trend line right here. We dipped to the downside of this triangle, so this did not look good, but we had a dramatic rejection right here on Thursday. Totally rejected this, and then for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember, these are the big boy candles. All right, we don't do 5-minute candles over here. We do the big boy candles. Okay, 4 hours. These are the charts that we look at. I don't watch the minute by minute, type of charts on here, guys. That's just going to get you addicted, and you're not going to successfully stack. You're going to be way too volatile in the market, and you're going to be too antsy with your stack. So do yourself a favor, turn on the 4-hour candles. You're going to like it a lot better, and sit back and relax and enjoy this episode, because we said, no sir, not today. We're not going to take it. And we went all the way up to 94. I believe we had a high of 94 today. Yes, 94.71. Where are we at here? There we go. You can see up here we have open. O means open, H means high, L means low, and C means close. So what did we open the candle with? What was the high of the candle? What was the low of the candle? And what was the close of the candle? That's all what those mean. And then it even breaks it down to what percentage gain or loss that candle was. All right, so even if we go right here, it's going to have more of the red negative on there. Here it's going to have the green. So this 4-hour we had a 2.16% gain. This one we had a 1.65, and to end the day we had a 0.65 gain, closing out at 93.76. So that's where we're currently at. We did break above this trend line here over here at 93, which is crucial, because if you guys remember when we had that dead cat bounce earlier in the month, let's break this down. This was the high right here at 92.19, and we broke past that and we stayed above this. It's going to be interesting to see Monday if we're able to have a continuation. Let me make this a little bit wider for you guys and gals. It's going to be interesting to see on Monday what we can do if we have a continuation to the upside. Again, whenever we were over here, whenever we were right here, I drew these lines right here, right? So you can go back to 4, 5, 6 videos ago when I actually drew these trend lines, and we called right here, this was going to be a crucial make or break situation for silver. We had the inverse head and shoulders forming right here, and we had a dramatic rise up here, and then I called again where you're going to need to hit one of these two triangles and stay above. This would be bullish, this would be bearish. Yesterday and the day before I was calling a potential bearish signal right here if we kind of came over here starting Tuesday, and we finished out and we went down, but we hit a nice reversal, rode the upside of it, tested it a little bit, got rejected right here in this moment as you can see, but then we went straight through it right here, and we decided to flip it and go on the upside of this triangle, and now we're in the danger zone, guys. We're in the 92. Above here, we have no resistance up until 100 because we had that dramatic drop all the way from 122 here, and 92 right here was the highest that we hit on that dead cat bounce. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are above that now. We're past that. Those are old times. This is the new day. Okay, so I'm very bullish on silver right now. Let's see what my beautiful, beautiful Silver Eagles, $108. $108. Sheesh. Man. Oh yes, whatchamacallit. SD Bullion is having a sale on their Silver Eagles. If you guys did not see that yesterday when we went over them, I believe it's on the random year. So if you go here, you get $10 off your order plus $5 off a coin. That's already baked into this price right here. The $5 off per coin, that's baked into this price. So you're not going to add it to cart and then you get like for $100.49. Wrong. But if you only get one, you will get it for $95.49, which basically is spot. But if you just get one, you're going to have to pay shipping, so it balances out. You'd have to get, well, now that silver's at 105, no, see the way they're still playing it, you would get, that would be 110.98. Yeah, so I believe if you just got two, I think now you can get two. Let's see. I think now you can get two. Go to checkout. Because you get the $10 off. Minus the 10. Continue checkout. It should put us at... Yep. 298 cents. So right now you can get two Silver Eagles at $100 a piece. Which is only about $5 above spot, which is a great deal for Silver Eagles. That's pretty much the lowest premium you're going to find, unless you call 10 local coin shops and find one. But this is going to be the lowest premium right here, $100 per Eagle plus free shipping, because they have it for $99 or $199 and over. So SD Bullion does currently have the best deal on Silver Eagles at the moment. JM is at $110.49. And COMEX is at $110.51. Gold sitting near its all-time high. It's only a couple $100 away, near 5,300 right now. Bid or ask is 52.80, so we're only about $225 something, right around there. Don't quote my math, but that's kind of where we're at when it comes to gold. I'll have to take a deep breath. I got excited right there. But something I'm looking out for over the weekend is these U.S. and Iran talks. It's a broader risk scenario. So if something breaks out there, we could see a huge, huge rise in the silver and gold market. So I'm kind of watching that right there. That's my main thing. I'm watching the COMEX registered inventory trend, checking any further volatility, margin pressure, see if they raise margins. I'm looking at volume. Seeing if we can continue to have an increase in volume on these up days. That would be very, very bullish. And as I just said, geopolitical risk headline. But I have a question for everyone that's still listening. Now that we've hit that $94 mark again, do you think this upcoming week we hit 100? Do we see 100? Do we go back into, do we hover in this range? Are we going to get rejected above here? Theoretically, I would love to ride out and be a nice, little trend line to hit right here to 96. From there, I think that would be on Tuesday, and then the $100 mark would be on Thursday. If everything goes according to plan, that Thursday would be the day I believe we hit $100. But if we hit this triangle again, remember guys, I like my triangles. I think they work. They just work for me. They work for me. And that's the biggest thing. You got to find what works for you. But these work for me and my OCD brain. If we hit above this, then I do believe we're going to see 100 on Thursday, maybe Friday. But if we hit this triangle and we hit here, guys, we could be kind of going down here back to the mid 80s. But that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. That's just kind of where I'm at right now and what I'm looking for before I buy any more. I want to see something in these 100 or in these mid to high 90s. Right here, and I want to see it break above right here. Currently, I'm not stacking anything at the moment. whenever we were, down in these zones this past month, I did add a good amount to my stack. I'm currently actually searching rolls of quarters, halves, and copper pennies. I'm looking for the copper pennies. I think there's a good little margin right there for copper pennies. I think right now we're seeing a great opportunity. It's a great buy. It does take some time to search them, and the banks are really giving out $5. Some are giving out $10, but for majority of banks they're giving about $5 per transaction per bank. You can go to different banks and get $5 at each bank, but you can't get more than $5 at one singular bank more than once a day. So keep that in mind. If you're going to the bank, bring cash. I feel like it's just so much smoother when you hand them cash. They hand you the coins. They don't have to bring up your account and all this. You just hand them your card, or you put your card in. They see your account. You hand them the cash, and it's just a smooth sailing transaction. I was a little nervous at first. I don't know. It just feels kind of weird going to the bank and asking for pennies. Preferably the ones that are in the older holders. Tell them. Don't be afraid to tell them too. Be like, hey, I'm searching for copper pennies. So when you're looking, if you see any wrappers that just look old, can I have those ones, please? Say please. And if you're in Dallas, Fort Worth, or Houston, don't do this because I'm doing it. No, I'm just joking. But I will tell you, if the teller tells you that somebody is already doing it and they just dropped off a lot of coins, it might not be the best place. That you may have just found a drop spot. But if they seem kind of excited, or like no one really does this, or kind of confused, boom, you've hit jackpot. But if they're like, hey, we got a guy that comes and he drops a bunch of quarters or pennies off and quarters off regularly, you may have just hit a drop spot for somebody, and you don't want someone's seconds. So just keep in mind, it's all part of the learning process. You'll understand it. If you're watching this, you're a smart silver stacker. You're a smart gold stacker. You're a smart copper stacker. So just use your brain. And guys and gals, I hope everyone has a great weekend. I'm going to be dropping a video tomorrow, hopefully. Going just kind of like a coin hunting. I'm trying to spice up the content. Not necessarily spice up, but I'm trying to make it a little bit different on the weekends. During the week, I do the daily updates pretty much at night because I do work a full-time job. So I usually just get them done whenever I get home and I get ready for bed. I just kind of get my videos done. I do my research during the day, put some notes down. But as always, everyone, I hope you guys have a phenomenal weekend and stay safe, stack smart, and guess what? I'll see you guys Monday.